Let's flip the focus for a moment. Think about how often you watch instead of relaxing. You're leaning in, concentrating, making sure you don't miss a line. The first few days with the Alpha C10, you notice something strange, you're sitting back again. This is for the kind of person who values effortlessness. You don't want to work to understand what's being said. You want dialogue to arrive clearly, naturally, without pulling your attention away from the story. You've developed the instinct to notice when voices feel smeared, recessed, or oddly disconnected from the screen. Before you settle into this idea, take a second to check the current price and availability. Center speakers like this don't flood the market, and waiting often turns into wishing you hadn't. You probably had the realization quietly. Maybe during a late-night movie where whispers disappeared. Maybe during a show with fast back-and-forth dialogue that forced subtitles on. Everything else in your system was fine, but the voices never quite landed where they should. You accepted it, but it kept breaking immersion. Once this speaker is in place, that tension fades. Dialogue locks to the screen. Voices feel human, not processed or distant. You stop riding the volume during conversations because speech holds its place even when scenes get busy. In everyday use, the change feels subtle but constant. Movies feel more natural because conversations flow without effort. Series become easier to binge because your ears aren't working overtime. Even casual TV and news feel clearer, calmer, more intelligible, especially at lower volumes. What really stands out is how it affects the rest of your system. Effects feel more spacious. Music feels less crowded. It's like everything suddenly has its own lane. That balance is something you don't fully appreciate until you live with it. Quick note, don't assume availability will sit still. Well-tuned center channels tend to move quietly once people catch on. If you're questioning whether a center speaker alone can change the experience, here's the surprise: it changes how you listen. You stop focusing on sound problems and start focusing on content again. That's the real upgrade. There's a grounded pride in owning something like this. The finish feels mature. The sound feels intentional. It doesn't shout for attention, it earns trust every single night. Dialogue feels effortless and natural. Voices stay locked to the screen. Busy scenes stay intelligible. Lower volumes still feel clear. Your system feels complete. It's not meant for people who treat dialogue as background noise, and it's not about overpowering your room. This is about clarity where it matters most. Eventually, you stop comparing. You realize you're not chasing features or size, you're choosing comfort and immersion. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and then regret every time you miss a line. If you're ready to stop listening hard and start listening comfortably, trust that instinct. Check the current price, see what's available, and make the small change that quietly improves everything you watch.